Hey y'all, I'm Kayla with What's Brewing, and today we have Heidi with the Foodies of Lafayette Facebook page for part 2 of her interview. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful B-roll. Thank you so much for coming back for part 2.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a travel from part 1 to part 2.
A little bit.
Well, we're so super thankful to have you. And the first part 1, we kind of dove into what started the Foodies page and how much it has grown from right during COVID to now. How I know you didn't expect that. So how are you keeping up with it?
I had to get help.
You did?
Yeah, it grew way faster than I anticipated. I really thought it would just be friends. And I guess friends invited friends and it just snowballed. And it really got to be too much to keep up with.
Absolutely. It seems like it. That's why I was curious.
Yeah. But, you know, one of the other side effects of having a place to communicate like that is people make friends because they're open and they're not being ugly to each other.
Right.
So I've made a lot of friends, and one of them is Jason. He's my moderator, and he's been fantastic. And I met him through the group, and
That's
just
awesome.
kind of organically evolved to where it's at. He does these dinners on Sunday that just really kind of embody the foodie spirit. You know, I always say foodies do it better. And it's just this idea.
So every Sunday
they did it for their family, and then once the kids were gone, now they do it for members of the foodie group.
Really?
So they'll host an event and invite members to come, and just the attention to detail that they put into everything is really what the whole foodie concept is, whether it's at the restaurant or whether it's at someone's house. If it's, if you're setting up a picnic in the backyard, you can have a foodie event.
Absolutely.
You get the quality stuff, and you put the time and the energy and the attention to detail, and you can have magic anywhere. And that's really what it is foodies do it better. And that's, I think, part of maybe why it's grown so much is it's an easy way for people to see something that'll be a little bit better. If it's a cute way to put pancakes on a plate for your kids with the strawberries and it looks like a little animal. I mean, it's such a little thing. It doesn't take any time.
You're connecting with people.
Yeah, right. And
you're keeping the positivities there, and you're connecting with people through food. And I mean,
and we live in Acadiana,
I'm
for goodness sakes.
That's
what our whole culture is about.
You
is
always
the food,
hear the best way to somebody's heart is through their belly. And I think you've got that quite figured out. That's really neat that y'all put on that event and that he does that every Sunday. So y'all, certain restaurants, or you'll just pick a different...
He does it at his home. We're actually expanding. One of the snowballs that's happening is that we're going to be putting on some events that'll be around the area.
Amazing.
So stay tuned. That's we're not ready to announce where and when
so
just
much,
yet,
but stay tuned.
That's definitely coming. The first thing actually is a culinary award that we'll be doing annually, but the first one is going to be June 4th. It's a surprise.
And that's for just the restaurants in our local area.
It is.
It's
got to be a restaurant in Acadiana, a restaurant that wouldn't normally be recognized necessarily. They wouldn't win a popularity contest, but it's a foodie place, a place that really pays attention to the quality of the service and the food, and just really kind of brings it all the time, even though they don't get the glory.
You're giving the small businesses that platform that they might not normally have.
Yeah,
that's
and
amazing.
Hopefully bring some attention to it so that all the people that are looking for that know where they can go to get it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be a 5-star restaurant to get exceptional quality.
No,
we have so much.
I was going to say, we have so many good ones here, and sometimes you don't hear of them. They are such a small business in the mom and pop places that you may only be able to have 5 to 10 seating tables in there, and you know what? That's the best ones, and you don't know about them unless you find them on the Foodies page.
Hopefully, that's the idea.
Well, we can't wait to hear what you have next coming up, so we're definitely going to be staying tuned, and we hope to connect again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
And taking time out of your day.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing you again. If you like what you saw today, please go ahead and click that like button, crush the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing we have coming your way. Until next time, I'm Kayla, and y'all have a great one.